video recording is obviously a massive upgrade for the device. 640 by 480 is the size that it's recording at, so that's the size we've all got used to from general cameras, and the size that you often see on YouTube was 640 by 480. At 30 frames per second, it's actually quite good quality, the speed and the smoothness of the video that it records. Something else that the device does, and I mean a lot of people have said, well, other phones have had video recording for years, why is it such a big deal for the iPhone to get it? But something they might not take into account is the extra features that Apple has added on, things like the fact that you can now trim the video on the device itself, have those sort of editing capacity to which wasn't something that was being possible before at all. Here's a little sample just of turning the camera on. Obviously, to get into video mode, there's now a little slider switch that we need to pop on there. Up comes the focusing. You can see the red dot for starting the recording. So we start that off. It's in portrait mode at the moment, but you instantly see the timer come up. It should be a lot more useful to be recording in landscape mode. So let's flip it around. Show you as the little timer comes up. In that mode, the light's flashing, nice and obvious. We know we're recording. Let's put something in the frame as well. There we are. Simple as that. Start taking video, and you'll see that capture that we were doing actually gets taken down into the bottom left corner there, into the library. And let's have a look at it, what it looks like to do the trimming. You'll see the yellow up the top is our little trim mark, so we can just drag them in left or right with our fingers. Nice and easy on the multi-touch screen. And tap the button and it'll reconvert it, and you end up with a new length sitting there on your screen, so you just view that. Of course, apart from the video recording upgrade, the camera itself is now of a higher quality at 3.1 megapixels. Added quite a few new things for the 3GS, such as autofocus, so it'll find what it thinks you should be focusing on, but if you don't like that, you can just tap anywhere to focus, and you can see the squares there in these pictures showing where the focus is. Has a macro mode, which is fantastic if you're taking pictures of documents or of handwriting, those sort of things. If you're putting things into a program like Evernote, being able to have that accuracy is great. It's good for about 4 or 5 centimeters, and the camera now has actually a much faster shutter as well in the 3GS, and we'll talk about that in a minute, why that's useful. I'll do a bit of a demo here. You can see wherever you tap on the screen, it does its little focus thing there. As far as that faster shutter goes, let's have a look at that. And we'll just tip it so we can actually show you. If you watch my finger, I'll see I'm trying to take photos as fast as I can. You'll be able to see how quickly we can do it. Not that fast, there we go. So basically once it's zoomed and taken that picture down into library, you can immediately take the next one. It's probably about twice as fast, in my opinion, as it was taking pictures on the old one. Just means that you don't miss the different things that you need to be capturing with the camera. Okay. Something else that's a big important feature is the ability to share the video that we recorded. And again, it's another area where, sure, other devices have had video recording for years. Why is it such a big deal on the 3GS? We don't have to be reliant on the PC anymore. It's very simple, and Apple's made it very simple with the 3GS to share any video that you have made directly. Like I said, showed you before, you can trim it just down to the bit that you need, and then you can email it, MMS, or send it directly to MobileMe or YouTube. And there's other ways of sharing that will be coming soon, things like Facebook, sending it straight to your Facebook, or using other video apps altogether. Just make it way easier than any other device to get even a flip video or something like that. It's got advantages over that for educators, being able to send it straight to a site. Here's just some suggestions if you're wanting to use video recording. Obviously it's hard to hold it completely as steady as you'd like to do. So the Joby GorillaPod comes in very handy with its bendy tripod legs. You can wrap one around and to hold the phone secure while using the others to keep it in place. And I know Joby also make a GorillaPod version with a suction cap, which attaches on, keeps it even more secure than just wrapping a leg around it like that. So that's something you might want to look into if you're going to be doing a lot of video recording with the 3GS. So let's have a look. Why is the video recording and the improved camera going to be good for educators? Obviously it allows you to capture on video what you would have missed before, whether you're documenting student work, things that you need to capture, or off-the-cuff type moments, in the informal learning moments, or even if it's your own PD that you're attending that you want to record for your later viewing. You can do that so easily now. The photo's now providing a clearer record with the 3.1 megapixel camera, especially if you're wanting to print out student work or captures of the things that the students have been doing. You'll be able to print them at a much higher quality or a bigger size, even just because of that better camera. And also it's the autofocus is making the photos a lot clearer and better, and just being able to take them faster means there's a much better chance you'll get the ones that you need. If you're going to get the media off the device, so much easier. Those different sharing methods we talked about as well, it's got to be a huge advantage for educators. You don't always have time to get back to your computer, plug it in, download the pictures, etc. Now you can just email them straight off or send them straight to your class site or whatever. Big time saver.